It's time to wake up, wind up, and cue up with another excellent track. To the left.
Let the music unlock your heart. It's time to collaborate. You're part of the family.
It's time to wake up, wind up, and cue up with another excellent BandLab track. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. Today we're checking out Transparency, a track produced by Yoda G, but we're looking at BurnettSmithMusic's add-ons. The team together creates an unstoppable duo for a smooth R&B production. It's at BurnettSmithMusic, which is BurnettSmithMusic, repping 4.35 thousand followers, 108 likes, soon to be one of our own, 483 plays already, and guess what? It's forkable. Let's take a listen. Oh, okay. That Michael Jackson. So smooth.
She said, it's so hard to reach. Don't know what you're really looking for. Tell me if you need to.
Listen to that distinction between the really heavy bass and the acoustic drums. The dynamic between those two things is excellent. Where are my lyrics, y'all? Some of that bow chicka wow wow. That's like butter. As someone, nice layering. As someone who enjoys auto-tune pop and primarily produces that, this style of music is like, I wouldn't say a pipe dream, but I just don't do this smoothness, and I am jealous. A little jelly, so jelly, let's jam. That was a good delay. Good delay. Creates space. I want to be see-through. Transparency when you look at me. It's kind of naughty, but also kind of classy. I always suggest you put a ring on it first. That background pad. Unmistakable vocal. Those chords that we're hearing in the background are a really good melody for the rest of the track. And we're going to fade it. Yoda G does that a lot. Yoda G will do that a lot, where he fades his tracks out, which is really great for this R&B style because it allows versatility of the artist, whomever adds to the track or forks the track, doing whatever they want to do because they have a nice clean fade out. Whereas a lot of tracks, for instance, my own, I like to do a hard stop or something that goes along with the music. The chorus will be big and loud and boom. and the song's over. But with this fade out, you have the ability as an artist or as a lyricist or a songwriter, whatever you choose to add to the track, you have this ability to kind of ease out of the track, and it gives you a couple of different options. You can let the track do its thing. You can take the vocal all the way to the end. Really great track, really excellent. So let's jump into two things I love and one thing I want more of. Look, the first thing I love about this track is the vocal over the track itself. So let's take a listen to the track and let's focus on that. We're going to hear this awesome vocal from BurnettSmithMusic, but let's focus on the track for just a moment. Those chords in the background are really simple melody. Dum, 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 dum,
Transparency, when you look at me, you know I can teach you everything.
And we talked about it a little bit previously, but let's break this down into pieces and let's simplify it. Now, the great thing about Yoda G is he takes something complex and makes it sound simple, but what we're going to do just for our listening ears and to build that skill, we are going to break this down into its simplest elements. In here, I hear a pad, which gives us a soundscape, a kind of bed of sound and some ambience to work with. It creates a tone. I hear acoustic style percussion in the way that it's been mixed, maybe crushed a little bit to create this sound. I'm not sure if there's a low pass filter on that, but I'm definitely getting that acoustic style percussion. So pad, drums, but then we have our bass, which is coming through nice and strong, which gives us this great dynamic between acoustic style percussion, real ambient pad, and then like hard hitting bass. And on top of all of that, we have our chords or our melody, and that sounds like it's a keyboard of some kind, which is that dum 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 dum, and it's got enough variation in there that it's not boring, but it doesn't have so much variation that you can't create your own masterpiece on top of it. This is really well executed. And when we break it down to its most basic elements, we find that it sounds like a band, right? There are only 4 or 5 main things going on. Drums, bass, keys in this case, and the keys would be doubling as the pad, right? So keyboardists would be playing the pad. But if you wanted to break that down to a pad, 4 things happening, like live music. So you could take this and it would translate really well to a live show. Or it translates really well to a forkable project where you can add your own thing. That's the first thing I love. Even though it's complex, it can be broken down into these elements that secretly make it really great for a forking material. Now, when we take that and we amp it up to the next level, that's the second thing I love. BurnettSmithMusic and his lyrics that he adds to this. Let's just listen to it for a minute. We're going to hear some density of lyrics, and then there's a part where we leave a lot of space, and I really, really love that.
No one you're looking for. I wanna be see-through.
Da 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 da.
Transparency when you look at me. You know I can teach you. Teach you everything. Are you hearing me? Truth. 9/11, baby, he don't got no roof.
You're hearing these da 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 da. Da 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 da, right? These wordy statements, and then he's going to contrast that really well coming up.
Ooh, put you on the moon. Take you places like Tulum and Cancun. Told her finesse like you in Paris. Did you once and I take you straight out to Paris? Yeah, I'm holding her. And you
Here, all these lyrics. Real big lyrically, lots of layers. And then we're going to get sparse. You can hear that sparseness, that using those vocals sparingly, you'll get a phrase, but it's a huge dynamic from those vocal stacks that we were hearing over here. It's like, whoa, whoa, yeah, transparency, boom. Just a ton of stuff going on. Lots of ad-libs, lots of vocals happening, and then we move back over to the one phrase, give it some space. So we go from a phrase with space to lots of layered vocals with lots happening ad-lib-wise, and then we move back to a phrase with space. This dynamic creates a lot for the listener to listen to and to wrap their mind around, and takes a forkable piece with a simple yet complex instrumental, adds a dynamic layer of vocals on top of that from BurnettSmithMusic, and you have this full production of these two things that have been married together that sound like they absolutely were made for each other. They just are. And that's what happens when you take a professional and bring them together in this particular genre. Phenomenal. If there's one thing that I want more of in this track, it's harmonies. I hear BurnettSmithMusic doing his thing, and I absolutely enjoy it.
Take you places like Tulum, Cancun, told her finesse like you in Paris. Did it once and I take you straight out to Paris, yeah. I want it all.
I would love, especially on stuff like I Want It All or those flourishes, I'll take you out to Cancun. I would love to hear 3-part, 5-part harmonies, just something, especially when those horns come in, it creates this perfect atmosphere for harmonies and vocal layers that are in sync with each other, rather than simply just ad-libs throughout. Although the ad-libs are top-notch and spot on, if there's one thing I want more of in this performance specifically, it is some harmony layers to really flesh out the elements that I'm supposed to focus on in the track. That is the one thing I want more of. It's small. It doesn't change anything about the song. It simply adds to it and gives it another level of complexity. And the fact that this is forkable means anyone can jump on and add those harmonies. So maybe that's your job, person watching this right now, lab coat. Maybe not. I'll leave that up to you. Either way, everyone should jump on over to BandLab and not only follow Yoda G, but follow BurnettSmithMusic. You will not be sorry. It's going to be a good decision on your part, because everything they put out is quality, and you'll see all the artists that they collaborate with, because collaboration is key, and it may even give you some tips and insights into producing your own music in ways that you can level up your tracks. Now, with that being said, and after you go follow those people, don't forget, you should also follow DJTatious on YouTube, BandLab, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. Every Monday at 8 a.m., you've got BandLab plus coffee right here. So thanks, as always, for waking up, winding up, and queuing up another excellent BandLab track with me. And we'll see you next time.